Disclaimer: this review features a collectible item and it's for adult collectors ages 13 and up only. It is not intended for children. So if you are age 13 or below, please stop watching this video now. Thank you. Hello everyone, WerewolfLydia here and welcome back to a new doll review on my channel. So today I am doing a review on a little doll that I actually got like 2 years ago, and so I thought that it's now finally time to unbox her and see how cute she is, because I don't know why I kept putting off the review of her. I just kept getting like other newer dolls and doing reviews of those. So yeah, I just thought that it's finally time to review her. Now I do know that it does not look really good now on camera because the box is just like full on plastic, so there's like a lot of glare and you guys can't really see the doll that well, but don't worry, I will show you guys a close-up of the box and how she looks inside the box, and of course when I unbox her you will be able to see her way better. But this is like a special occasion as well because the doll itself is from Azone or Azone, I'm not sure how to pronounce it correctly. I always have trouble with this, but it's from, I'm just going to call it Azone International, and this is, yes, a Azone doll, so one of those pretty expensive dolls in my opinion. And this is from the Lil Fairy line, and her name is Harmia, which is a really interesting name. It really reminds me of the word harmony, which is also a name. But yeah, a little fairy. I'm just going to call it a little fairy because Lil, it just doesn't fall well in my mouth. I don't know why. So a little fairy doll, and she is my first ever little fairy doll. I did have some Azone dolls previously, and I did reviews of those on my channel as well. You can go ahead and search back. I did the reviews quite some time ago, but they are there. And but until now I never actually had or opened a little fairy doll. So she is really special, and I especially chose her because she has mint colored hair, which I think it's such a adorable and really unique and cool hair color. And I do know that my background will probably have a little bit of a problem focusing on her hair color because, you know, my background is basically mint colored as well, but we'll see how we will succeed with the review and the recording. But yeah, so my first ever little fairy doll, and let's take a closer look at the box first, and then we will see how she looks outside of the box. So here she is inside the box, and again this like has like a double layer of plastic, the whole thing, so that's why you can barely see her inside there, but she is there, and her hair is held down by a plastic wrap that you can't really see, so that's why she looks like she has a short hair, but she actually has long hair. And inside the box you probably can't really see from the glare, but she has like little accessories, like you can see something over there, so little extra stuff. And up here it says, with this brown background, it says Lil Fairy, and it also says something over there in Japanese. I just don't know what, because I can't read Japanese. Now down here we have a picture of her, and this is how she looks when her hair is loose. So again, she is super cute, and it says, and I'm going to butcher this, but it says Puri Mure Fairy Association. So I'm guessing she's kind of, because judging from her style of clothing, she's like a little fairy. Well, okay, now it just dawned on me because the whole series is called Lil Fairy, so I'm guessing she is really a fairy. I never thought about that before. So this Fairy Association is because she is part of this association, and yes, she is a fairy. So okay, I had this doll for like 2 years now and I never realized it. That's embarrassing. But yeah, it also says some different stuff over here in Japanese, and there is her name Harmia. Above that, I'm pretty sure that's how her name is written in Japanese, and it says Azone International. I always thought of her like, since she is way smaller than the regular Azone dolls, I always thought of her like a, you know, just like a regular little kid, but I'm guessing she is a fairy now. Interesting. And this is the side of the box, and you can see the extra stuff on her that she comes with. So she comes with also like a book, a little beret, and yeah, super cute. We love how the box looks like a, you know, like a cover of a old book, basically. And this is the back of the box. We have a super cute picture of her in like a, kind of looks like a library or like a magic shop. And there also says more stuff over here which I unfortunately cannot read. So you can, if you can read, or like, I don't know, want to translate it, you can go ahead and take a screenshot of that and do so. And there are 2 more girls in this line. I do not know their names, and it only says in Japanese over here, so I can't read it, but both of them are really cute. Yeah, and you know, I would love to own them all in my collection, but since these dolls are expensive, I can't really. And over here they show you that they have like a kind of like a Pico Nemo body type. Pico Nemo D body type, if I am correct. Little fairies have that. The regular Pico Nemos are even smaller. So if you want a type of body, because you can actually buy bodies for these dolls separately, then you will have to search for a Pico Nemo D body. And over there you can see the regular price for this doll. Not sure how much I paid for it, because that's in like Japanese yen, but it was probably something around the original price as well, or maybe a little bit more expensive since I got it from here from Europe. And yeah, this is the top of the box. And that's pretty much about it for the box. Now let me just unbox her and we'll see how cute she is, and you know, all the details, because these dolls seems to be really great quality, and you know, great quality coloring and whatnot, hence the price. So yeah, I'll be right back. And I'm back, and here is my little Harmia out of her box. I put all of her little extra clothing pieces and her shoes, which are actually boots, on her, and she is super adorable. Such a teeny tiny doll. She seems really light, and actually kind of fragile too in my hand, so I was being extra careful with her. It's such an interesting and such a new feeling to hold such a teeny tiny doll in my hand compared to my other Azone dolls, which has not saying they are heavy when it comes to their weight, but they are way heavier than her, so it's really just a weird feeling holding this teeny tiny doll. But regardless, she is super cute and I really love her. Before I move on to showing her to you guys up close, I wanted to show you guys what she comes with inside the box. So basically, I can't say that these are accessories because the accessories are on her mostly, but these are, you know, the extra little paper stuff that usually Azone dolls come with inside the box. So we have one of these forms again. Again, I am not exactly sure what this is. I do remember that I asked someone quite some time ago in one of the Azone groups, but I already forgot. I think this is kind of like a order form that you have to fill out if you want to, I don't know, to subscribe to something or order something. Or maybe it's like a complaint if you have some problems with your doll, I don't know. But yeah, this is how it looks. It's all written in Japanese, so I can't really read it, only if I use one of those translating applications on apps on my phone. But honestly, I'm not that interested in it. I just wanted to show it to you guys, and it also comes with one of these stickers. I think this is also goes with this paper, but I may be wrong. I don't know what it is. But every Azone doll that's like in brand new box comes with these, so just a heads up if you're interested. Now she also comes with this. Now some Azone dolls that I had in the past did came with one of these. Some of them didn't. I don't know. I guess it depends on the release date of the doll. This is a doll maintenance book, as you can see, and you have some really cute pictures in it. And again, basically it's written all in Japanese, and it shows you a bunch of different dolls actually, and how you care for your dolls. Like for example, you can see here how to brush the hair and you know, care for the clothes. It shows you some I honestly, I just really love the pictures and all the cute dioramas, like, you know, the stands, because these dolls do not come with stands. You have to order those separately, and I actually do not own any Azone stands. They do tend to be able to stand up on their own actually, but I just display them leaning against some boxes and whatnot. So yeah, how to iron their clothes and yeah, stuff like that. So cautions, and be careful what you use. Yeah, so it's pretty interesting, but again, you have to use a translator app if you want to translate it. And I do know that in the Azone stores you can actually buy like this type of stuff that's made specifically for Azone dolls, like brushes and whatnot. So yeah, it's a pretty interesting little booklet. As you can see here it says Azone Direct Store, so yeah, that's where you can buy stuff especially made for them. And last but not least, she also comes with this little it's like more like a pamphlet than a little book, because it's just a simple little paper, and it shows you, it tells you a little bit about her, but again in Japanese. But you can see that it says over there that I'm pretty sure that's the hair color, which is pastel mint, and her eyes are green, so at least I can read that. And I don't know, maybe that's something to do with the authenticity of the doll, or I don't know, maybe the fairy academy that she's in, and it shows you all the little parts or accessories that she comes with, so that you know that you are not missing anything from the box. So yeah, these are the little paper things that she comes with. Now besides her extra clothing pieces that I put already on her, she comes with this little book, which is, as you can see, a fairy bible, which is really interesting. Now the book itself, it kind of feels like plasticky, but it's actually made out of paper and cardboard. And the little pages, as you can see, they really are made out of paper, so it's like glued together to make it look more natural and more, if my camera would just focus, there we go, more look more like a regular book. But you cannot open this, so it's just a decoration, and I honestly don't know why they did that, because if they actually went through the trouble to make it, the whole thing look at to make the whole thing out of paper, I don't know why they didn't just go ahead and make it able to at least just open 1 or 2 pages, if not all of the book. So no idea, but otherwise it looks really cool, and you know, it fits her look, because she has this kind of like old fantasy academy, kind of gives me a little bit of Harry Potter vibe as well. So yeah, that's the little book. Now another great addition to the Azone dolls is that they come with extra pair of hands, because their hands are exchangeable, and it's really a great thing when you like to take photos of your dolls, because this way you can express basically more things with them. So she comes with, and you guys can see, let me just move the camera a little bit. So she comes with 4 extra pair of hands, and you know the 5th one is already on her in the box. Now the one that she's wearing is usually the one that I call like wavy hands, when her hands are like spread out. You will be able to see that on the doll. And here are the other ones, and the hands are really easy to exchange, by the way. So this is one of them, and basically these are kind of like spread out as well, but the fingers are a little bit curled up. So this is like holding something big, I guess, maybe a whole pile of books, or I don't know, like a ball or something. So this is how they look. And by the way, really interesting thing about the little fairy dolls is that even though their body and face and everything is just so teeny tiny, their hands are huge. So that's really interesting about these teeny tiny dolls. So yeah, these are a type of holding hands, I guess I could call them that. These are also a pair of hands where she is holding something, but as you can see, this is like a more closed version, so it's like more holding like a scepter maybe, or a wand, or something like that. So basically it's like this. Interesting. And the next pair of hands is really similar to the one that I just showed you guys. So this is also like holding something, but the fingers are more closed. So it's like holding something smaller, I don't know, like a bottle maybe, or something like that. And the last pair of hands are the fists. So her hands are basically in a fist position. They are all closed up, and it looks honestly super cute on her. I tried it out. So yeah, this is the last pair of hands. Honestly, I'm just really a big fan of the hand switch exchange thing with these dolls. I really like it. And yeah, so with that cleared out of the way, let's take a closer look at the actual little doll. Now, since I don't have a stand anywhere in the house that actually like fits her and I can place her on it, I'm just going to hold her, and hopefully she won't fall over. So here is little Harmia, and as you can see, she is super adorable. She has those big anime-like eyes that I really love, and indeed they are green. They are kind of like a dark green, as you can see, and have those little light dots in them. And I really like it that her face, or actually like her eyes, are a little bit like, how should I put it, like cloudy. So they are not like all clear. And I don't know why it's that, but it just gives her a more dreamy look and a more fantasy look. And she seems to be smiling. She has a teeny tiny nose, as you can see. And also rosy cheeks. I'm not sure how well those show up on camera because of the light. And she's actually quite a pale doll, as you can see. It has some little shiny dots on her cheeks as well. And yes, she does have eyebrows. They are just covered by her fringe. So there we go, you can see it over there. Super cute face. Now let me talk a little bit about her little beret, which is made out of a brown felt like material. It's round, as you can see, so it kind of reminds me of like a hat of a little mushroom. And over here on the side we have a little button that's actually made out of like a metal metal type of material thing. I'm not sure what to call it. It's a button basically, and it has a really nice golden, vintage golden logo on it. I'm guessing that's the logo of the academy, the Fairy Academy. And it also has this little brown satin ribbon hanging from it to show that she is indeed part of that fairy school, Fairy Academy. And if you take the little hat off, I'm just trying to not to ruin her hair, it's actually white inside, so it has like a white lining, and it's really just a cute little piece. I really like it. I'm going to definitely put it on her and keep her like this, because I think it's gives her such a cute mushroomy look. Let me just put this over here. So now her hair, my camera has a hard time focusing on it because of the background color, but as you can see, it kind of shows white on camera, but it is actually a pastel mint color. And then you guys can see that, but it's really beautiful. It's quite long when it comes to her size, but otherwise, compared to other dolls, it is a short hair. It's nicely rooted. Actually, it's quite thickly rooted, and as you can see, it is short in the front over here on both sides actually, and she has the little fringe. It's nothing too complicated, it's just simple, a little bit of waviness, but it's really nice quality hair. I really like it, and it just fits her whole look, and it goes well with her the green eyes. Now moving down to her outfit, she actually has this extra little piece that I'm going to remove in just a second. So she has this cute little short cape, which is brown, and it has this really nice golden thread trimming all around it. And it closes here in the front with a little, not sure what these are called, these little, I think they are called like hook and fangs, but it only has the hook part, and the other one is just a simple little thread piece over there, and you can easily take this off. It's just simple, one of those lining, really thin lining materials that is also like brown inside. It's a darker brown color. I'm not sure how well that shows up on camera. And this is how her outfit looks underneath. It's super cute. Again, really one of those fantasy like really vintage style actually. So the top part, as you can see, it has this nice what are these called, camisoles? I think it's called a camisole, but I may be wrong. And as you can see, it's white. It has one of those little pleats over there too, so it's quite nicely decorated. It has teeny tiny fake buttons, black buttons on it. Those are actually like teeny tiny beads. She has this cute little red bow, and actually pretty big collars. Now the rest of the dress is that same dark brown color. The skirt part is pleated, as you can see, and it also has that nice gold thread, golden thread trimming around it, or decoration. And the sleeves are actually bell sleeves. I think these are called bell sleeves because they widen as they go, and I'm pretty sure it's because her hands, which one of them just fell out. I don't know why her hands keep falling out and pretty easily, so have to be careful that you don't lose them. But that's how easily you can change the hands actually. And yes, the sleeves also have that gold trim around them. And of course you can take off the dress because it just velcros up the back, so it's pretty easy. Now a really cute surprise that I had, that underneath, and I'm sorry Harmia, but I'm going to lift your skirt, because underneath she actually has a pair of like Victorian looking little undergarments. I think these are called drawers or knickers or something like that. I'm not like huge when it comes to these old style undergarments, but as you can see, she has those little white with the gathered bottoms. And yes, this is in a elastic band at the top and around the legs too. It looks super cute on her, but yeah, that's a little surprise. And it's a great addition also that a doll comes with these, because it's not a usual thing. Most of the time undergarments are just simply painted on dolls, but that's where Azone is different from the other dolls. And she also has a pair of white socks. As you can see, they are quite large, and then they are not like knee-high socks, but almost knee-high, because they do come up quite a lot. And they are of course made out of a stretchy material, sock material. And last but not least, she has a pair of awesome dark brown, kind of looks reddish on camera, but it's actually like a it's a lighter brown than her dress, but it is still a dark brown pair of boots. Now I do wanted to mention that I do think these are like actual leather or something really close to it, because they look really professional and really well made. Like, they actually do work. You have to undo these little black laces and tie them on her feet, which is also a awesome thing about these dolls, that they have such realistic shoes. And the soles of the shoes are black, and they are made out of plastic. So yeah, she is a great quality doll for such a tiny doll. It is amazing what they can do, and she is super adorable. I really like her. No wonder she was a expensive one, but I think it's well worth that money if you want a good quality cute little doll in your collection. Now, if you are interested in the articulation of this little one, she is a super articulated doll. Like, she has a ton of articulation points, and basically she has the same amount of articulation as the regular Azone dolls, maybe even a little bit more, because her body really just reminds me of the newer emotion type bodies of the Azone dolls. And by the way, she is a Pico Nemo size D doll, or the body type. That's what she has. I think I mentioned that before, but if you wanted to know. And I can't really compare it with a emotion type body, because I do not own one, like, you know, in the regular size, but I do think she is more similar to that. So first off, you can move her head all around and to the sides, because she is her head is on a ball joint. You can also move her arms to the side, up and down, and all around. She has a double joint in the elbow. You can see it over there, and yes, you can move her hand and she can hold her face. And now and you can actually see now how big her hands are, which I always find funny, that the hand is on also a ball joint. So that's not the case with, you know, the regular or older type of Azone bodies, because those can only move their worst to the sides, so you can only just twist and turn it, but you can not move it around like you can on this doll. So it's on a ball joint, and as you can see, you can move it all around, up and down as well. So that's awesome. Now, she also has a ball joint in the upper torso, so basically underneath her bust, that you can move it around. I'm not sure if you can see that, because her dress is kind of in the way, but yes. And she also has a joint over here in the lower body, so in the waist area. You can see you can move it around. Now you can also move her legs, just like so, and to the sides as well. It goes as far as this. There is also a movement over here in the upper thigh. I don't know if you can see that. There's that line, and from there you can twist and turn the leg as well. She has a double joint in the knee, so you can bend it quite far, as you can see. And last but not least, she has a like a ball joint again on the feet, in the feet, but I can't really show that to you guys because of her boots. But trust me, it is there. The regular Azone dolls have that as well. So yeah, a really nice and super articulated doll. You can really just do almost anything with her when it comes to different poses, and it really comes just in handy when you want to do some pictures with her. And since you saw it before, the hand exchange thing is just really easy. You just pull it off and grab a different hand, and you just push it in, and there you go, you can already have a different hand on her, so it's nothing difficult at all. Now, just for a little bit of fun, and I guess it's quite a useful information for some of you who are interested in this, here is a comparison of little Harmia with my regular sized, or actually some of my regular sized Azone dolls. Now on this side we have Nyaruko. I actually did a review of her and it's quite some time ago. It's up on my channel if you're interested. And now she is a regular sized M body doll. Now on this side we have Mashiro, and she is also a regular sized doll, but she is on a L body, which is almost the biggest body. I do know that there's also the XL one, but I'm not sure how bigger that is, because I do not own any XL size girls, or maybe it's just the bust size that's different and the XL size is the same as the L, I don't know. But yes, there is just this comparison for you guys to see how smaller little Harmia is compared to my other girls. And I honestly do think if you want to include a child character in your Azone family or Azone collection, I think Lil Fairies are just the most perfect fit for that, because as you can see, it is like a perfect fit for a child character, and it does not look weird. I think it looks just great in all measurements and in scale and whatnot. So I do think if you are looking for a child, you can get a little fairy. There's also a boy little fairy available out there. I think he's a little bit more rare. I would love to get him as well, or maybe more little fairies, I don't know. But yeah, I think it just looks super adorable with the bigger girls, and I'm not sure what else to say. Oh, by the way, I just noticed that they both share that same darker green colored eyes, so that's really interesting. But yeah, so the comparison for you guys if you were interested in seeing this. So that's about it for this review of the Azone Lil Fairy Harmia doll. She is super duper adorable. I really love her. I just can't get enough of her, actually, how teeny tiny, and she's just super adorable in my opinion. But tell me yours down below in the comments. What do you think of this doll? Do you have her in your collection, or you have any other Lil Fairy dolls in your collection? Which one would you recommend me to get maybe in the future? I don't know. And if you like my review, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more Azone doll reviews maybe in the future. I don't know if I can afford more, or other kind of toy and doll reviews I do, and also figurines as well on my channel. And I also have a Facebook page. The link will appear down below somewhere on the screen, and you can go ahead and like my page if you haven't done that yet. You get notifications over there too. Whenever I upload something, you can comment over there too as well if you want to. And guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!